Ladies and gentlemen, it's your editor-in-chief, Troy Smith, here with a daily recap of some of our content here at rare.us. Let's start things off with a bombshell interview that was highly entertaining between Hogan and Rogan. Yes, that's right, Hulk Hogan and Joe Rogan sat down for a great interview. Let's take a look at a clip from that.
The stuff I was looking at, saying everybody's going to start wearing masks and we're going to isolate and,
Yeah, there's some college just reinstated a mask mandate, which is like, oh my God, you people, you're loving this. It doesn't even make any sense. Because if you're a college, that would mean you're an institute for higher education. If you're an institute for higher education, wouldn't you be paying attention to the latest data?
Oh, yeah.
And if you were, you would realize that masks don't have a significant impact. That's not statistically significant. It doesn't work. And especially like regular ones. If you have like one of those K95 and whatever the fuck they are, and it's tightly fitted, that'll provide you with some protection. Also, you're not supposed to wear it more than an hour a day. They're saying it's not healthy to just breathe through this fucking cloth thing all day. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just insane that these people want to give back into this mania again. It's like they miss it. It's weird, right?
It is. It is. It's a weird victim embracing mentality.
It's like they want to experience something exciting, whether it's being scared out of your fucking mind, whether it's showing the world that you're a really good person by putting a mask on. All of it is just nuts.
well, they're being led around, by people that have a different agenda.
It's also shocking how easy it is to just get people to just to believe nonsense.
And ladies and gentlemen, I had the absolute honor of sitting down with legendary political icon Roger Stone today on his show, The StoneZONE. I want you to take a look at that clip there. Look at that handsome guy. What exactly is occurring here with Trump? The main point that people need to understand is that these attacks are not going to stop. I mean, whether you look at the candidates that they've placed in the race, like Chris Christie, who have ties to the deep state and things like that, they've lined the course here. And everything is set up so that they can attack Trump here. They can attack him basically at every turn. And what we have to recognize is that the American people are not going to fall for it. And as long as there's places like rare.us, as long as there's places like the StoneZONE, we can continue to get out the truth about these matters so the public won't be fooled. Ultimately, what these people are trying to do, the Justice Department and their cohorts in the media, whether it be Ari Melber, Jen Psaki, or any of these people, their goal is to distort the truth, to create a false narrative in the public, a false narrative that can be used to sway the election. And that's their main goal. Look, they've done that before, Roger. Look what they did with the Hunter Biden laptop, holding that for months and months and months, ordering Twitter to censor it, ordering Facebook to censor it. Well, this is all on record, ladies and gentlemen. They've been at this since before the 2020 election, and even in a report that we published talking about the Transition Integrity Project and what they were talking about before the 2020 election, how Joe Biden could win despite, a Trump victory, how they would finagle that, how they would work that. It was all done by the Transition Integrity Project, and that highlights that this was a plan in place for a long time to prevent Donald Trump from ever getting his second term. And I think what we're seeing past 2020 is simply a continuation of that plan that was effective in installing Joe Biden, the worst president in United States history, into the White House. Karine Jean-Pierre today had no answer on biological males competing in women's sports. Let's take a look at that clip.
Daughters, does he care that girls are allowed to compete in sports without fear of injury? Does he think it's fair for girls to have to compete against biological males?
I just answered the question. It is a complicated issue. It is truly a complicated issue with a wide range of views, There is no yes or no answer to this. It is complicated. There's a rule that the Department of Education has put forward, and we're going to let that process move forward. It is, again, we want to make sure that while we establish guardrails with this rule, that we also prevent discrimination as well against transgender kids. But again, a complicated issue with a wide range of views, and we respect that.
Also today, President Joe Biden, despite the fact that prices are up 16% plus, and inflation continues to be at an all-time high, this man is claiming that white supremacy is the biggest problem. Let's take a look at that.
To the point where the intelligence community is determined, the U.S. intelligence community is determined that domestic terrorism rooted in white supremacy is the greatest terrorist threat we face in the homeland. The greatest threat.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this daily Rare Briefing. I hope that you will like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for tuning in.